perfect for fall. I chose this V-neck sweater in lipstick red, and I really like this color. And I paired it with one of your WynneLayers shirts with those fabulous cuffs, and I popped the collar just like you. But I also got the turtleneck in creme fraiche, which is my absolute dreamiest color. I love it, and I'm going to be wearing both of these a lot this fall. The one thing that I did notice that I was so surprised at was that the tag said it was only 5% cashmere. And I was shocked because it feels and looks exactly like those expensive cashmere sweaters you find in the big box stores. Now, for reference, I'm 5'7" and I'm wearing a large. So thank you and congratulations on another fantastic Today Special.
How amazing is that? Thank you, Tara Murphy, from our winner circle, from Marla Wynne. We're going to jump right into our best value of the day. Come on in and take a look. You are not only getting a beautiful, soft, luxurious, lightweight, sensational cashmere blend, but you're also getting our best value of the day, which, okay, don't see cashmere sweaters very often under $50. Rarely see them under a few $100s. This one is yours tonight for $49.99. Come on in and take a look. We're talking about a beautiful fine gauge knit. This is a 12 gauge knit. Easy to wear out, easy to wear tucked in. It is soft as silk. It is so beautifully smooth against your skin. And when you see it in all these amazing colors, we'll get ready to be a knockout. Are you ready? This is our creme fraiche. This is on our fabulous Victoria. The length is beautiful. It's flawless. It's 27 inches in length. Our next great color of our Today Special is the teal, looking gorgeous on Miss Kenya. She's wearing that in the 1X. You'll notice none of these styles are going to cling around the midsection, wear them out or tuck them in. There's Piper and our most limited color, which is the Wisteria Heather. And then we've got Andrea. She's making another circle. It's magic. It's magic of live television. Here she is. She's stunning in that lipstick red. Now, you might have noticed that they're wearing two different tops. Well, you can choose if you want the turtleneck version, which is what I'm wearing, or you can choose the V-neck version. There's also a few other colors you did not see on the model. One is the color I'm wearing, which is our Heather taupe. I want to make sure I get that right. And there's also a great black. Here's what you need to know. You can actually take care of this at home. Yes, it's a beautiful cashmere blend. You can launder it at home. You can just hand wash, let it lay flat to dry. We have extra, extra small through 3X, and we've got Marla Wynne waiting in the wings to take you shopping and tell you all about it. Celebrating 15 years here at HSN, and every time you bring out a Today Special, I know all of your fans are watching because it's not every day you see any Today Special under $50 for Marla Wynne, right?
And you know what's
and
incredible
cashmere
about this? So here's the thing. You can do 100% cashmere, and then you get 100% cashmere price. And I reached out to my manufacturers, who are among the biggest in the world in the cashmere market, and I said, really, come on. I love our soft knit. It does, like this piece is our soft knit, and you can feel it's just scrumptious, right?
Yeah.
They added 5%, and I said, well, is that really enough? And he goes, I will tell you what, if I make it 100%, it's going to feel the same. Well, it's not going to cost the same. And he was absolutely right. And one of the things I've learned, like in denim, there's things we learned. Certain fibers make it a better jean, or one that doesn't bag for a reason, or why we put nylon in our poplin sweaters, so that even though, yes, they're going to wrinkle a little bit, they're much easier to care for. Well, the reality is that the blend of soft knit plus 5% cashmere is 100% feel of cashmere, and not the price. And that's what excites us about this, because it is a great price. And I know many of you, depending on where you are, although, by the way, did you look outside the window? It is now raining. I don't know what's going on in Tampa, but it is like, I think we're gonna float down the river. But depending on where you are in the country right now, you know, some of us are just thinking, well, I'm sorry, it's hotter than Hades and California's on fire. So here's the reality. These will be here. There'll be some that come back, but they'll be at full price. So what I want you to think about as we go through the next 2 hours is, if there's something that you really love, that's the thing to pick up. I just know, because I know what I'm bringing in October as well. These will tie back to it. So many different pieces that we have that we're going to be bringing in. It'll just be more expensive, which is kind of a shame, because you can get it home. How long do you have to return things, by the
You've
way?
got it 30 days,
So,
and you have
right?
free exchanges.
So to me, it's like, well, give it a shot, because this is our signature butterfly tee that I know you all love. I'm cheating. I put this on because this is one of the pieces we're gonna have, which is in our soft knit. But you can layer over this, and by the way, the V-neck, you can layer under it. It looks great. We've got like some stripe satin blouses, or any of our poplin blouses under it. Or you could take one of our rayon span butterfly tees that you have in your closet. Guess what? Layer that under it when you want a turtleneck.
I love it.
If you're like me, I am a turtleneck girl. I always have been.
Yeah.
Well, we're both from Colorado.
Yes.
So I do think Colorado is just,
I'm going to wear a scarf anyway.
It's Colorado
I might
country, right?
as well wear a turtleneck.
It's the Colorado collar because
Oh,
it's
it's
just warm and cozy.
It's like a little hug, right?
So for me, I call this my emotional support sweater.
I love that. If you don't have an emotional support dog or cat or ferret or whatever your furry pet of choice is, this is your emotional support sweater. I love everything about it. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna kind of break it down for you and kind of give you an idea of how the silhouette is gonna fit and flatter your body. But this is very important news from Marla. This is the only time this year she is doing a cashmere sweater under $50. It is today. It is for today only. We have interest-free flexible payments. You can pay it over time, or you can pay it all up front. You can order with the QR code or that item number 082576 at hsn.com. But I want you to see, no matter what model is wearing it, in what size, this is not going to be a heavy, poofy, puffy sweater. This is not a sweater that adds bulk. In fact, I'm going to show you this beautiful sweep on me, just so you can imagine why her handkerchief tees are so popular. Now, this is not a tee. It is a true sweater blend, including that 5% of cashmere. But as we go down the body, notice how it has a nice, if you're doing the turtleneck version, it has a nice kind of flexible style here at the neckline. You can do kind of like the ruching look, like, oh, I just woke up this way. Or you could do something a little bit more folded, a little bit more polished and tailored. Fits through the upper body. I'm wearing the extra small. There's still plenty of room. You can ruche the sleeves, but do you see this? This is what makes this so fabulous. Not only the knit, but then you get that butterfly tee. You get a little bit of that gorgeous draping, a little flare, a little float over the hips. Notice when you stand to the side, everything kind of flares out. Nothing is clinging around the midsection. Nothing is pulling across the back. And the length is fabulous. A little bit longer than the average sweater. It's not boxy. It's not boring. It's just the most beautiful cashmere blend you've ever seen under $50. So she's right. You might see this again this season. It will only be at a Today special price for today. So what's it going to be? A turtleneck or a V-neck. And then, of course, we have the teal, we have the black, we have the creme fraiche, which is the white, we have the taupe, which I'm wearing, as well as the lipstick red, and that wisteria heather, which is that kind of beautiful light purple you see on Piper. That's our most limited. But there's so many things to love about this. And if you shop around for cashmere blends at retail, yeah, pricey.
You know, it really is a thing about price with cashmere. It's like merino wool, right? There's certain fibers that it's just, we don't have a ton of them in our closets because of the price point. So I'm lucky that I work with people who are a whole heck of a lot smarter than me. And when I kept on this cashmere thing, you know, I could just see them all the way across the ocean rolling their eyes going, she's at it again, and I'm really sick of hearing from her.
Well, you have very discerning taste. And you also have certain expectations for the quality
well, I wear my clothes, right?
of your
It's not-
products.
you know, there are a lot of people who make clothes and then they use what they make for making clothes to buy clothes that other people make. I buy shoes from other people, but I don't buy too many clothes from other people because I really like the clothes I make. But I'm a bit snooty about clothes. I lived in Paris for 20 years and we were friends with the people in the fashion industry then, but long before I knew I was going to be in it. And I just got spoiled by nice things. And when I came back to the U.S., I said, there's got to be a way to do this, especially as I hit a certain age, you know? And I was like, huh, you know, things aren't fitting me the way. My closest relationship is with gravity. I need some little changes here. I
Yeah.
need some tweaks. So I talked to them about it, and they said, you don't need it to be 100%. And I said to my partner, do all those people that you make cashmere for know that? And he goes, no. Well, I'm telling you right now that when you get the right blend, you get that hand of 100% cashmere. It's going to perform like cashmere, feel like cashmere. For those of you who find cashmere a little itchy, because some women who are going through menopause
It is the
do
hair
find
of the
it.
goat, after all.
Yeah, no. Like, it's just, you know, I don't like to think of it in that way.
No, but it's the finest. It's
The
the
very,
most
very
coveted.
finest.
It's the most
It's the finest.
sensational
But
fiber
it's
in the
also
world.
how you spin it. It's how long are the fibers that you're spinning it and what fibers you're spinning with it. So this is like the recipe. This is like, you know what this is like? That incredible cake that you taste and it's like it's chocolatey and it's sweet. And you say, oh my gosh, there must be so much sugar in it. And they go, no, actually it's some honey and a little bit of stevia and a little bit of sugar. This is a way of getting all of that. But what cashmere does for me, it's my little joke. It's like my emotional support sweater. It just makes me feel comfy, confident. I love that it's covering me here across the tummy. That is a huge plus to me. And I love the length on it. I'm wearing it with our little skinny 360 stretch that we have in. But I don't care whether you wear it with jeans, wear it with what you're wearing it, wear it with the scuba, or any of the great toppers and pieces we have to go with it. It is just a great buy at a great price.
You're going to be
in great colors.
Thrilled that this is going to exceed your expectations. If you already know and love Marla Wynn's knits, most of her knits don't even come in at under $50.
No, we do butterfly tees out of Ram Span at this price, okay?
This is like
seriously, we do.
You're getting fine, luxurious, high-end, 5-star, first-class quality knits for the price of one of her T-shirts. I just want to emphasize this. This is not business as usual, okay, for Marla Wynne. Now, I already have updates for you, and here's what I recommend. If you think this is a style that you are going to love not only this season, but for many, many seasons to come, know that this is absolutely timeless. Marla's incredible motto is buy better, buy less. And a lot of you are kind of switching up your wardrobe that way. You're thinking, you know what, I'm going to make an investment in something that I can wear for years and years to come. And this is one of those great investment pieces at a not so investment price. So grab either the turtleneck or the V-neck. Both of them are amazing. Maybe one of each. Maybe you want to do the black in one and the red in the other. They're all going very quickly. The lipstick red, let me give you updates on our V-neck. Our V-neck is so far the most limited on the day. We have 80, is this the total we have left? These are selling out. Do we have 84 left in the lipstick red? Is that what I see on my screen? This is all we have for the rest of the day. Okay, Wisteria Heather, we have 200 left. That's across all the sizes, extra, extra small through 3X. Last call red, last call of that Wisteria, which is such a beautiful, soft, pretty, almost like a lavender with just a hint of blue. How would you describe that?
Well, we took actually our purple, and what you've got coming through there is a little hint of blue and white, right? So that's what's giving it. Heathered yarns are multiple colors, right? So they take the dye differently, and I find them really easy to mix and match with other colors.
Deep teal, we also have fewer than 500 now in the deep teal, and we're just getting into our busiest hours of the entire day. Creme fraiche, we always go a little deeper in the basics. Think about how often you are going to wear a V-neck or a turtleneck in the creme fraiche in the black. If you do one thing today, grab one of each neckline, one of each of these core colors. You're going to be so glad that you did this. For $16 and change, here's what's going to happen. Tomorrow, you're going to be kicking yourself. I could have had a cashmere sweater for less than $50. What was I thinking? Turtlenecks. Let me check quantity on the turtlenecks, and then I know we have a special guest we want to bring out. We have the teal, we have the red, and the turtleneck. Aren't these beautiful? I love the neckline on this because it gives you
it's not one of these. It's not one of those where all day you're kind of yanking on it. It's super comfy.
I think what's our most limited in our turtleneck? Okay, it's going to be the wisteria again, and then we do bring in enough to go around in both the black and the creme fraiche, which is like, how would you describe the creme fraiche?
Creme fraiche is really our winter white.
Winter white.
So we do a very, cloud is almost an optic white, right? And there's just a little bit of softness to this. I think winter whites need to have a little cream in them. And
Okay.
there's not a better cream
Yeah.
than creme fraiche.
It just looks a little extra delicious, decadent. Here's what you also have. We will see matching joggers on all of our fabulous models, including myself, who's not a model.
But you are the perfect
We also have
model in
a
this.
cardigan, which if you want another layering piece, we have head-to-toe cashmere. This is like walking into like the finest high-end department store. You know, the area that I usually go around because I can't even see the price of a scarf.
Well, when you're in Denver, it's Cherry Creek. You're going to avoid that. When you're up in the mountains, you're going to stick away from certain streets in Vail and Aspen. It's just, look.
This is the good stuff.
It's a great column on you, and you can really see the value of that when you see it head to toe. And then if you want to mix it up like you're seeing it on Piper right now. And by the way, can we just show the cute little jeans that Piper has on? Piper, will you do the trick with the jeans? So these jeans, because Marla couldn't make up her mind whether she wanted to have a straight leg or she wanted to have a flare, you just unzip it and you have a flare.
Okay, I
You
saw
zip it
those
up.
before this show, and I was like, leave it to Marla Wynne to think of a convertible pant leg.
But the truth behind this was indecision. Because I really couldn't decide with this TS, did I want a straight leg, because I thought it would look great, or a flare. And so we decided to try it. And when Piper first put those on last night, she had them zipped down all the way. She didn't even realize that there was a flare there, too. There's no bulk inside that.
Yeah, that's pretty fascinating. Where is your daughter? Is she gonna?
Well, I don't know. Sydney Claire
Is she behind the scenes? Is she off to?
There she is.
In the dressing
there
room.
She is.
Will you introduce this amazing young woman to everybody at home who hasn't already had a chance to meet her?
So this is my daughter, Sydney, and you've joined me, what, about a year ago now, sweetie?
A year ago.
So we are the dynamic duo. Sometimes the dueling duo. But I will tell you, you've already started digging in deep with jewelry and making a huge difference there.
Absolutely.
I really wanted you to meet her because I always invoke the Sydney. Like, my daughter Sydney would wear it this way, or Sydney told me to do this, or Sydney wore. So this is her. This is the Sydney. So, what do you think of this group?
I was a little bit of the word cashmere because right now it's a little bit warm in some parts of the country, and now, go figure, I'm now wearing the scuba coat layered over the cashmere. But I'm at a point right now where I don't really like the price tag of a real cashmere sweater, except when you get one from me.
But
so that 5% really makes a difference, and so I get to wear cashmere without the price tag.
Because honestly, honey, I don't think, for me, I mean, tell me if you agree, but I feel like this feels like the sweaters that
absolutely.
Right?
And it has more flow to it as well, I find.
It's a super fine gauge and it looks great on you.
Thank you so much.
I've never seen you in this color and I'm rather liking it.
This is the first time I'm wearing the scuba coat in this color, and I am loving it.
Although I think you already informed me I lose the red, right?
You do.
Yeah.
You lose the
This
red.
is also the child that steals things from my closet, so I said you're going to come and earn them.
I'm borrowing it.
Now she's going to get all of her own samples,
yes,
right, Sydney?
Exactly.
This is the reason why you joined the company. I don't blame you.
Don't give me away like that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm so glad you're here, sweetie.
Thank you for having me.
You're looking pretty. You're looking pretty.
Pretty snazzy. Sydney, we're so thrilled to have you join the Marla Wynne family here at HSN. 15 years. I mean, you have been a big part of our network, and when you see fashions like this and all the different great ways you can wear it, don't you want to be a part of something like this where you can get cashmere for under $50? The blend is outstanding. I love the drape. I love that it's not going to take up a lot of room. It's not like a puffy or kind of poochy look to the sweater. It is delicate enough if you want to tuck it in, or if you want to do a half tuck, or if you want to go ahead and pull the whole thing in, you can. And remember, whether you choose the V-neck or the turtleneck, you have an amazing, amazing value. Here's what's happening now. They're getting very, very limited as we start to move into our busiest hours of the day. So what color is it going to be? 2 necklines to choose from. They're the same price. With free exchanges, you have not only 30 days to get it home, try it on. I just want you to feel this across your body. I want you to feel like $1 million.
Sarah, can you guys pull out and look at how, I mean, honestly, you walked out and I went, oh, I did good. Like this.
It looks expensive.
But it's really not.
But it's really not.
Right? So that's when you get to buy better, right?
I'm like, I feel like I just, you know, got like one of those upgrades to first class.
Which is always nice.
Which is like,
they
I'm
always
not
seem to
gonna,
be
I'm not
like,
gonna pay that price.
Hello.
But I'll take the seat if it's offered, right?
This looks fantastic.
It
on
feels
you. I
amazing.
just love it. And it's
very
such
generous
an
in the
easy
fit.
comfy piece. And what's important, at least in my collection, is this is a column to me. What's important about what you've got going on here is a column, because almost every other thing we're going to talk about in this hour, you can layer over this, right? And with the V-neck, if you go for the V-neck, no, you can layer that over turtlenecks and over 2-pack tanks and blah, 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 you know?
Kenya's our 1X, by the way.